You're on the punch line with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez. I wish sometimes we could just
talk about what we were just talking about.
Record things that, it was actually a serious conversation.
It was good. I'll talk about it. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about it.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, but no, it's just crazy though, like some of the things we do talk about.
I concur. So, lots going on in the boxing world.
Over the past couple of days, we got a good fight card coming up finally, don't we?
Yeah. I already see shit about that one.
But... Oh yeah, I saw that too. That you mean that Crawford's cherry picking again, and because Kavaluskis has only been ranked 1 for 2 or 3 years, and nobody even heard of him. But
that was your buddy on that one.
That was just because they don't know boxing. They just got to say something stupid constantly.
But yeah, there's some good fights.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be a packed card. What day is that?
December 14th. We're going. It's Madison Square Garden. Are we going, Justin? Crawford, Kavaluskis, Teofimo Lopez, and Comey on the same card. You're damn right you can go. Damn right. We'll take Justin's Cadillac. Because I don't know if we're going to hold, little cars are going to hold up anymore. Or, because we ain't taking a Nissan Maxima December 14th any fucking, where are we?
That will never happen again.
Oh yeah, yours is a lease, right?
Leonard Holt said, "Awesome, what's up, guys?" Goodfellas said, "What's up, guys?" Yeah, no, I will be ahead of the game on this one. I will call a week and a half ahead of time.
My little brother says, "Hey James, what's up with that dude who got hit in the head on the fight and got medical-induced coma?" He passed away, Aaron. I just heard today he had passed away.
Who, the guy from this weekend?
Yeah, Day.
Yeah,
he passed away. Yeah, I heard he did. Rest in peace, Patrick Day. Josh says, "Good evening, fellas. I moved back to Youngstown. Hope to see you." For sure.
Who's that?
Josh Turner.
What's up, Josh? Yeah, he texted me. Do you feel like Tio is being rushed?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Because if you don't take the fight, then everybody's going to start saying shit about him, that he ain't fighting nobody.
Ducking.
Yeah.
And Comey is probably the best fight available for him. He's getting a world title fight fast. That's good.
Comey, man, he's still a dangerous fighter.
Comey's tough.
Fuck.
Darren says going to be the Crawford fight. Great card. Yeah, I'm going to, Darren.
Wow, Day, another one gone, man.
Dude, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if boxing's banned in our lifetime.
Not to jump off subject, I think there has to be, we talked about this before, there has to be something done throughout training camp. I know it's expensive to keep taking them and having them go to neurologists, get neurologist tests, but there has to, like, trainers got to get off that.
That should be on the promoter to do it, though. That should be on the promoter to pay for that, not the fighter.
At least once a camp, or maybe twice.
Yeah.
The trainer has to get off the high horse and put his ego to the side or quit worrying about money. That happens a lot too.
Yeah.
I know personally. I mean, when somebody gets fucking dropped in sparring or there's something going on, you should have your fighter get checked out and whatnot. I mean, it does. It comes down to the camp.
Yeah.
If the trainer don't want to do it, there's got to be family members or loved ones that's there at the camp watching the fight and saying, "Hey, you know what? You got to go." Somebody has to step up because I think a lot of these come from training camp.
Yeah. The NFL and college are doing these things now. Well, college mostly. They got those systems hooked up to their helmets where they can tell if there's been a head injury, things like that. Why can't they do something for these guys in between rounds to check and have them run up to computers? You can see if there's something. There has to be something that they can study in between to save these guys from themselves because no fighter's going to admit they were hurt.
Yeah, I don't know unless you make it a little longer than a minute.
Oh, it's training. You can make it as long as you want, right? Who's going to stop you?
Well, in training,
That's what I'm talking about, training.
Yeah.
And then if they were good through training, chances are they're going to be good through the fight. You can't safeguard everything, but why not take an extra minute, right?
I agree.
And give them a 4-minute round, give them a 2-minute round off.
Exactly. James Burrell says, "Greetings, Still Valley brethren. Who y'all got, Fury or Strowman?"
Fury.
When? What? Who? What's going on, Fury?
Fury and Strowman supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kelly, you were way too tall to ride in the back of a Maxima. He wasn't. He was driving.
Driving that motherfucker.
My favorite cousin Stephanie's watching. Stephanie Wilson.
Thank God nobody was sitting in the back because they would have been straddling me.
Well, we almost didn't make it. But my favorite cousin Stephanie Wilson's watching.
Beterbiev versus Gvozdyk. I don't have a pick going to be a great fight.
I do. Gvozdyk.
I got Gvozdyk too. I mean, God, Beterbiev has a great chance of, with anybody he fights, of knocking him out.
Yes.
But I'm going to go with Gvozdyk in that fight.
I'm going to go with a better boxer in that fight because the sport's called boxing and not knockout.
Yeah. So that is my pick.
You made a pick early. When did you start doing that?
Me and Billy been talking about it, and Billy Lau actually went with
Gvozdyk?
Beterbiev, so I knew to go the other way.
Yeah, I was going to say Billy Lau never goes with the winner.
Yeah, so
Billy Lau's taking Gvozdyk over Crawford too, I bet.
He might be.
No, somebody asked here. So somebody said improper weight loss, dehydration, 2 key things. Trainers need to monitor this at all times. Exactly, you're exactly right. But the problem is a lot of trainers have an ego and they don't want to cancel a fight.
Exactly, that's where I'm going. I mean, so no matter if it's that or if the fighter gets dropped. No, what do you want?
Chewy Cake Casa says, I think Dave's head bounce on the canvas does more damage. I don't think so. I've bounced my heads off. I've been drunk and bounced my head off concrete before I was fine. It's
you
more
have
than
not been drunk.
I have been drunk. That one time.
In band camp?
No, that one time. That one time in 2000, I got drunk and fell over and hit my head on the concrete.
You know, I actually could say I have seen you drink like at least 20 times now.
Yeah, you see me booze. I never got drunk, but I boozed.
No,
I was boozed that night. We were in Columbus. Remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was boozed.
I think you didn't get boozed at my 4th of July.
No, I didn't. I had to drive because I had the kids, remember?
Yeah.
I boozed because I didn't have no kids. And I drove us home in that Lexus.
I do remember that.
We were boozed. I was boozed.
He was speeding.
Was I?
Away.
Was
yeah, that's when one of our entourage left without
paying the bill.
Yeah.
It wasn't us. We weren't supposed to be paying for it. Sure. No. Somebody in our entourage with the name R and the last name R was supposed to pay that bill, right? RR. Rogelio.
Oh.
Yeah. He was supposed to pay that bill. And he says, hurry up. I don't have the money. Kelly's like, what the fuck you mean you don't have the money? Just say $400 bill.
If Canelo wins, Michael Donahue, if Canelo wins against Kovalev, can you make the argument that he's pound for pound number 1? I think you could have he has a very strong argument in being number 1.
Yeah, if Canelo beats Kovalev, I think so. But we're going to see how good Crawford looks too, because I already got Crawford number 1.
You know, here's another one I'm going to throw out there. Yeah. Just speaking of Canelo, why people go, well, he lost to this person, he lost to that person.
Yeah.
And that's why he can't be number 1 pound for pound. But why do some people have, like, for instance, Muhammad Ali the greatest, and he had how many losses?
4 or 5.
You know what I'm saying?
65 and 5 or something.
Why? I don't understand it.
Maybe it's because we lost 2.
Who?
He lost to George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to help me out here. Well, short heavyweight champ, Frazier. He lost to Mike to Larry Holmes.
Okay.
He lost to Spinks. He lost to everybody he lost to were Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Okay. And Canelo lost to who?
Floyd. That's it.
So why is it?
Oh, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's
absolutely.
It's not that. It's because they don't like Canelo. Oh, they're looking for a fucking reason to not like him. They just need a reason. Because you know the word I hate in boxing? Resume. Shut the fuck up about the resume. Oh, their resume don't compare. And I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck are you to compare somebody's resume? You've never sat in the ring. You've never gotten in the ring.
To the YouTube guys, chill. He didn't mean to say Foreman. We were really trying to think on who he lost to. Yeah. We know that Ali beat Foreman. That was
I know. I was just trying to think of.
I think that was one of the fights that may have helped his.
Yeah, he did beat
Parkinson's.
He did beat Foreman. He did the rope-a-dope. No, but what I'm saying is though, people use that resume thing, and then they call these other fighters like tomato cans, D-level. How are you, if you've never put a pair of gloves on, how are you gonna call a man a D-level or a tomato can?
That's what I'm saying.
I would never go into UPS and tell one of these guys, hey, you're a D-level package handler.
Oh no, I've got some pretty shitty packages.
Frazier, Holmes,
that was tomato can.
Burbick, and Norton. Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
why I was trying to go. I thought Norton. Who did I say instead of Norton?
I don't know.
That's who I was thinking. It was Norton, though.
But that's why we say we're not boxing historians. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't fucking.
Well, we know who it is, but
yeah.
Okay, Julian Slowwater goes. Thoughts on Tyrone Spong?
He got caught, man. But the thing is this: he didn't get caught juicing, and he got caught. He got caught taking Clomid, and if anybody knows what Clomid is, what it is it means he was juicing prior. It just means he wasn't juicing now.
It means he's fucking cheating.
It means he's cheating, but he wasn't juicing now. What Clomid does is when your body uses PEDs or steroids, your body's natural testosterone production is halted. Yes. And the Clomid starts your testosterone post-steroidal abuse.
What he's really doing is still upping your testosterone because you quit taking steroids.
Yes, but you don't have testosterone. You're building your own testosterone.
You're building it's helping you produce something that shouldn't be at that point.
It should never been gone in the first place.
But
if you looked at Spawn's body, you can't tell me he wasn't juiced anyway. That fucker looked like Godzilla, didn't he?
Yep. Oh, good question. The good fellow goes, any updates on Errol Spence? I don't know.
Errol's stable. He's doing good. He has some facial lacerations.
He lost some teeth. I thought he left the next or 2 days after.
Yeah, he has facial lacerations. He lost some teeth. That's it. He's doing fine. His career's not over. He'll be fine.
He'll have some gold ones.
I mean, he'll get some porcelain ones. What do you think?
You think so? Porcelain. Oh,
I was about to say, if he hit something, I'm gonna fucking.
That's some heavy teeth.
Porcelain teeth or steel teeth, like an alligator.
Buzz Strong Cat. He works out like a mule.
Does he?
Yep. Streets.
Speaking of Thor, where's Thor on vacation at now?
I don't know.
He ain't lifting, is he?
No, he ain't.
That dude's.
Goes on a lot of vacations.
Could you imagine having a strong body and a weak fucking mind?
Somebody just got done with school. I'm still paying my school bills off.
But he's already been a nurse.
Tell the fans out there that know Viking Herm, Thor. Start putting some requests that he appears and shows up and gets back into the gym.
Well, like I said about Viking Herm, it's nice to have a strong body and a weak mind.
No, he got a strong mind.
Really? Because where the fuck is he?
He's out gallivanting.
Where was he doing when he was home? Not here.
He's gallivanting.
Not here. My shoulder hurts. My elbow hurts. My hip hurts.
He's making mead.
Making mead, okay. Donate for what cause? Max wants to know. Max wants to donate for what cause on our page. You know.
Oh yeah.
Tell him what our cause is. What the money, the donation
for Drake. Call Drake. Drake's little sister has, what was it called?
You're asking me again.
The pandas.
She has pandas disease, and it's for a 14-year-old girl that's suffering from pandas disease, and that's what it's for. I don't have the paper in front of me.
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah, Marciano did have an amateur record of 9-4.
We'll get the paper for next week. You didn't lose.
People always hold Rocky Marciano resume against some dumb stuff. You can only fight who gets in the ring with you. Yeah, but people use resume as a way to try to finish an argument. Talent's talent. No matter who you fight, I can see talent without looking at your resume. People are saying Crawford hasn't fought anybody, and he has no resume or whatever you think he is. You can look at Crawford and see he can fuck you up.
Talent. You can see how he controls the fight, how he sets the pace of a fight, how he breaks the fighter down.
Yeah.
So boxing goes. Podcast. I've watched Day KO several times. I don't see nothing that the corner or ref missed. I think you're onto something about the hard sparring. And it is hard sometimes. I mean, even the guy before that unfortunately passed away in the ring.
Yeah.
They don't show it. I mean, they're not always going to. Sometimes it's really obvious, and that is a referee and a ringside physician's job to spot that. But this last one, there was no real signs. It was a good punch, but it wasn't like one of the most brutal knockouts I've seen.
No.
The only thing that worried me, and I even told Sam when I was watching, when his stomach he was breathing like that heavy.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I didn't like, and I know it wasn't normal.
My cousin said, leave your pink eye. I don't have pink eye. I got contacts. They're dry. My contacts are dry as shit right now.
A little bit of that.
You just smoked a blunt.
Smoke a little bit of that.
No, not me. No, those contacts are dry.
Because you never smoked that shit.
But anyways, going back on that.
I'll do those Eddies though. Little gummy bears.
He eats that shit.
I'll eat them shit up. Hey, Kelly Morgan's watching. What's up, Kelly?
Emilio X, what's up, guys? Heard Palos passed. What happened? Was it in a fight?
No,
Emilio.
It was not a fight. His family will address that. I don't want to jump ahead of his family and say anything, but it's unfortunate. And no, it wasn't from a fight. So yeah, but we did lose him last week.
Damon goes, people are saying that the Crawford undercard is better than the actual main event. A lot of complaining around the Crawford main event.
It might be.
I don't know, man. Yeah, obviously they're putting fights on. I mean, Comey, Teofimo, that's a big fight, and people are really wanting to see Teofimo. And unfortunately, how it happens in every mega fight or big fight with a top name guy like Crawford is, yes, people want to see him fighting Spence, which ain't going to happen. And people want to see him fight
Manny or Mikey.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, somebody like that. They don't want to see this guy that he's fighting. Unfortunately, it's kind of like his only choice. And this guy proposes a threat to anybody. I mean, this guy could fight. I don't see where people are saying Crawford's cherry picking. That's not the case.
I don't know. But, I've seen so much Crawford is, and people are talking, Kavaluskis is garbage. What the fuck? Garbage. The kid can fight. Yeah, the kid's been ranked number 1 for damn near 2 years now, trying to get a fight. And Crawford's job is to fight who they put in front of him. Crawford doesn't have say on who he fights. I know a lot of people think, Crawford should be fighting Spence. If it was that fucking easy, that fight would have been made. Yep. These fights are not easy to be made. Right now, Spence has a bigger fight right now trying to get healthy.
Exactly. Hi, Uncle Todd. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
What's up, Uncle Todd? That's my uncle.
Yeah. It's just Crawford, it's a no-win situation, and he'll go in, though, he'll take care of it, and he'll get shit for that because he goes in and beats this guy up. But, I mean... leave the guy alone.
JC says, problem with Canelo is always controversy, catch weights, peds, and judging. When the fuck has he had a catch weight at 160?
Who?
Canelo. When does he have a
catch weight at 160?
He hasn't. He's never fought a catch weight at 160.
You can't. I see.
They said he would fight at 55. Do you remember that? When he was he fought Triple G at 60. He fought Danny Jacobs at 60. He moved up to 68 to fight that one fucking dude. And he's fighting this fight at 75. I don't want to hear that catch weight shit anymore because that shit's old fucking news.
Yep.
He fought those weights because he had trouble he was trying to fit into the weight. So what? And the PEDs, that was 4 or 5 fights ago. He hasn't tested positive since, so you guys need to leave it alone.
Goodfellas, Paul Fisher, they hate the word cherry pick. People need to shut up and watch the fights. Kelly, when are you doing the live commentary for a network next for boxing fights?
He just did one.
I did one on the UFC Fight Pass. And they actually may be calling me back for more. Justin, I talked with Mike Akery. They said they may have me do 2 more, supposedly November.
That's awesome.
We'll see what happens though. But hey, you go out there and you put the calls into these networks and you tell them.
Yeah, Mike Akery used to handle Paul, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that.
What's next for Tank?
Eddie Hagan says Josh Taylor or Regis. I'm going with Regis. Eddie, I can't really see a scenario right now that Josh is a better fighter. He's a good fighter. He's just not better than Regis. What do you think, Kelly? Prograis or Taylor?
I'm really leaning towards Prograis too.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm probably going to have to go with Prograis on that one.
Esteban says, I think that Taylor takes too many punches in the fights. I think Prograis, I have to agree with Esteban in this.
I don't think he has enough to hurt Prograis.
No, I think Taylor takes too many punches, and that was proven in that last fight. And a guy who against Prograis has bone crunching power.
Yeah. So Tio, that was UFC Fight Pass, but it was a boxing show because Dana White and Ludabella put it on. Dana White's kind of dabbing into the boxing a little bit, so it was a boxing show that I commentated. Jim, Covington or Usman? I've got Colby by American Excellence.
Who do you think? Colby and who?
By American Excellence.
Yeah, but who versus who?
Covington versus Usman.
Oh, I'll take Colby any day. Colby's good. I like him. James, no one farted on my pillow. I got new contacts in today, guys, and they're dry. They just haven't adjusted yet. My old prescription was bad, so I got this prescription. Now they're worse. So I'm going to go back to just wearing glasses because this is pissing me the fuck off. What? Do you have a problem with your contacts?
He farted on your contacts.
You farted on my contacts?
Nobody that stank.
I fucking hate Justin. I fucking hate his face.
Jose says, Kelly, no one can get Canelo's skills from PEDs. That's from hard work. It is, and my take on it is this: Yeah, he did get caught, and it was something that definitely benefits a fighter going into training camp.
Yes.
And can it hurt his Hall of Fame?
No.
Should.
Then 40 other fighters should not be in
exactly.
there.
I know.
Marquez should be out, right?
I agree.
Shane Mosley
1000%.
should be out.
Yep. So, I mean, so it's hard for me on that because
Mike
how
Tyson
I
should be out.
how I feel towards it. But yeah,
Roy
you're 100%
Jones.
right.
Roy Jones should be out.
Well, that's where I'm going.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But do I think Canelo's on? No, absolutely not. I mean, you could see all the fights that he wasn't. And I like James said, I mean, that was 4 fights ago. You know they're being strict as hell on him now, that they're testing him with probably the strictest testing, and that the other camp is testing him with the strictest testing. So leave the guy alone now. It is what it is. It's over.
Dan asked a question, Kelly. Has Kelly and James ever sparred each other? How'd that go? Fuck that. No, I never sparred Kelly. Fuck that.
He keeps trying though.
No, that's a full face fucking lie, Kelly. Kelly Robert Patrick or Pavlik. That is not true, Kelly Robert Pavlik. I am never asked to spar with you. Every time he puts his hands on me, something goes out. We were doing the.
Oh fuck! You know what? You heard what I did to AJ?
What? You hit him?
Yeah, I kept playing around, and I was doing the ass punches. Well, one time where I was right by the military press.
Yeah.
And he fucking tapped me, and he like turned around, and I went like this, and I just threw it out. Hit him in the back of the rib, dude. His whole shit the next day was swelled up black and blue.
I'll tell you a story, guys.
'Cause I'm tough.
I'm gonna tell you a story. One time, me and Kelly were playing Slug Bug in Columbus, and I'm driving. And I don't know what happened, but Kelly said, I hit Kelly, and Kelly said Slug Bug, and he hit me in the chest. And he fucking hit me hard in the chest. I didn't want to admit that it hurt, right? Because he hit me hard. And I got wide shoulders, and I think my shoulders clicked together. But I said, you hit like a bitch. I told Kelly that. He's like, whatever. So later that night, I'm sitting at home, I'm laying in bed, and I tell my wife, take me to the hospital. This is, swear to God, I put this on my kids, on my children's eyes. I tell my wife, they take me to the hospital, I think I'm having a fucking heart attack. Swear to God, I told Kelly this story.
Oh, sorry, I feel bad.
No, I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. And so she takes me to the hospital because I'm already fat, so why not have a heart attack, right? I'm fat as fuck. It's possible I could be having a fucking massive coronary. So I get there, and they say, your heart's fine. So they put me in that machine where they check. The doctor said, you know, we came back, your heart has a bruise on it. My heart? I said, I must have dropped a kettlebell on it. I didn't want to tell him Kelly Pavlik punched me in the chest during the day. So Kelly put me in the hospital for 2 fucking days by punching me in the chest.
That doctor would have talked you into just like the BB gun incident, talked you into suing me.
Nah, not at all. That was my fault. I should have hit you first.
That's that 1-inch punch.
No, it wasn't a 1-inch punch. You punched me from the other end of the car. Dude, I punched you in the chin just joking, and you went, bah! I was like, oh. And then I was like, you hit like a bitch. And I got home, and I'm going, Kate, I'm having a heart attack. I was in the hospital for 2 fucking days, man, with a heart bruise. And then I had to lie and tell that doctor something he knew that I wasn't working out.
He did not punch you from the other end of the car.
I said, I dropped a kettlebell on it, and that doctor's looking at me, you fat motherfucker, you don't lift kettlebells.
So, Bob, Canelo wasn't on a steroid like Roy Jones, correct? Question mark.
Roy was with Mackey, and who knows what the fuck Mackey was going, but...
Jose says, we all know James is on Peds, but we still love him.
Who? Me? Peds? Yeah. If I can afford Ped money...
And James Burrow said, James is on Diet Dr. Pepper and Tattoo Ink.
That's perfect. But it's not Peds, though, is it?
No. And Kevin Carter says, Kelly, I saw Carl Frampton say he wanted to spar Loma just to see what it's like. Did you ever have someone you wanted to spar just to see what it's like?
Yeah, me. I just heard that shit.
I already touched your heart. No, no. Anybody that was fucking seemed better than me, I did not want to spar.
Oh, Kelly, James, either of you guys ever meet Don King? I have met Don King twice. I don't have any stories. I just met him, and he just shook my hand like another piece of shit. You know,
he promoted Edison Miranda, and I'd be at the press conference and everything. But going back to Kevin, no, there was some guys. But there was a handful of guys they actually brought in that was good. I don't know if there wasn't somebody I really wanted to spar though.
There's a few I want. I wanted to spar Hector Camacho one time. I called him out when I was at the Nationals in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And do you remember the Nationals in like '97 in West Virginia and Huntington?
Wow.
Well, Hector Camacho was there because the son was there, and Hector was there. Hector Camacho Jr. was there for that.
Yeah.
And I tried to call Hector out to spar with him because I just want to see what it's like, and he laughed at me.
Oh, so I'm thinking I was at the National Golden Gloves in '98.
In West Virginia?
Syracuse.
Okay, no, this was PAL, National PAL in Huntington. And I called Hector out, Hector Sr., and he laughed at me. And he probably laughed at me because he was going to fuck me up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This was right before he fought Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh shit, that was '97.
Yeah, so I wanted to call him out because I just wanted to
I was
try Hector Camacho.
Watching something interesting. I caught it on YouTube. You ever see that thing with the interview with Floyd Mayweather when he was talking about sparring Pernell Whitaker and Frankie Pendleton?
Yeah.
Pendleton.
Freddie Pendleton, yeah.
That was pretty interesting. He was being nice about beating up Pendleton, but they were friends. And then he said that his sparring session with Whitaker was okay.
It was. Stephanie said every time Kelly puts his hands on you, something goes out. Well, when we were doing Technique Tuesday one time, he hit me like 30% in the chin. I blacked out for a second, and then I don't even 30%. He hit me right on the point of the chin. I blacked out. Then he hit me with the body punch a couple weeks later on another Technique Tuesday, and I almost shit myself. So every time he's put his fucking paws on me, something goes out. Fuck this. I ain't sparring with him no more. No more. And I ain't sparring nobody else. You can all go fuck yourself. I ain't sparring nobody no more.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? I'm not even going to spar Kendall Gould. I wanted a piece of him, but I ain't sparring him no more because he'll fuck me up too. I ain't sparring nobody.
Yeah, me and Kendall got to get around.
You heard that, Kendall? Kendall talked shit to you on Facebook the other day and he erased it.
He did.
Did you see it?
Kendall's allowed to.
He erased it though.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, Kelly's going to fuck you up, and he reads that.
No, not Kendall. He's my buddy.
Darren said, isn't Dana White supposed to be announcing his plan on getting into boxing sometime this month? Do you have any idea what his plans are?
He's already tapped into it a little
Yeah,
bit. That's why he's doing the shows on the UFC Fight Pass boxing shows and shit.
The one thing I did hear Dana was going to do is he was going to work under other promoters' licenses, kind of like what Al Heyman does.
Yeah.
Going as an advisor kind of route. So I think that's probably the best way to go. Because my thing is this. You bring new promoters in, all the talent's already taken up. What are you going to... The only thing you can go after are these new Olympians and some of these young prospects.
Yeah, and you could, with the money, and if you market it the right way, a guy like Dana White could actually pull in good fighters.
Yeah, he could.
Joe in Slowater Banks goes, Victor Ortiz is calling out your boys, the Garcia bros.
Victor Ortiz has been doing that for 3 years because he wants to make a payday.
Victor Ortiz needs to worry about some other shit.
Yeah. You still spar Kelly? No, I ain't sparring Kelly, Eddie. Quit asking that shit.
Did he ask if I'm still sparring?
You still? Oh, I thought he was asking if I spar Kelly. I'm like, no, quit asking. Yes, you
no,
still
I
spar.
don't want to spar shit.
You know what? What part of retired do they do not understand?
I hit the bag 3 weeks ago for a round, and it was fun. And then I got done after that round, and I was like, screw this shit.
Do you remember this after the show last week? I hit the bag and I started crying about my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, my hands hurt. I don't think I can do this no more.
Listen, man, here's how it is. Like, some people, are we going to see Warrington versus GRJ? Sorry, I missed the Instagram.
Gary Russell Jr.?
Yeah.
Gary Russell Jr. needs to quit threatening people's fathers if he wants to get a fight.
Yeah, that's true, too. But some fighters, listen, some guys, they can fight, man. They want to fight, and there's very few and rare until they're 50 years old and 45 and 46.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. When I won the world title, I was counting down retirement after that.
You were 27?
Yeah, I was 25.
You were 25 when you won it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought you were 27.
2007.
Yeah,
so,
my bad.
Not that I was not taking the fight serious. I mean, obviously I was, but it just, it was something where I didn't want to do it forever.
Eddie,
my style, okay, I'm not to interrupt, but
no, you're not.
Guys like Hopkins, they didn't get hit much. Guys like Mayweather, listen, it was cool and I was ballsy and I showed that in all my fights.
Yeah.
But I did not really enjoy it. I'm not that fucked up in the head where I actually enjoyed that. Yeah. I mean, when I went into a fight, it was a war, and I gave it everything I had. So I knew, like, my career was not going to be a 20-year career, a 15-year career.
Yeah.
I was still prolonged, 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
So everybody's different on that. I mean, I didn't like doing it.
Eddie Hagan said, so no comeback? That's not what Kelly said. Kelly was just saying, for right now, there's no sparring, nothing. I don't know.
No comeback.
No comeback. Kelly already said it. All right, no comeback.
Come back to the buffet, baby. buffet line.
We ain't making no weight.
No.
Where's he going with equipment? Where'd that guy go with equipment?
He's gonna go work out.
Oh, that's why I don't work. We don't work out, so that's why it was. What is he doing with that thing?
Santillo wants to know, what weight division did you fight in, James?
Well, in amateurs, it's hard to say. My first weight division was 85 pounds, and my last one was 156. So I fought between 85 and 156 the whole time. But I had the majority of my fights at 139 and 147.
Okay. What is Dana talking about when he said he won't work with honor sanctioning bodies? What would that look like? I don't know.
I don't know. He's going to have to start BKB up or something because you have to work with a sanctioning body.
And then Kelly versus the Wyatt family. And Kelly, you and Froch would be huge. That is a dream bout to me. There was some beef between you two back in the day, right? No, not really. He was a weight class above me. I would have loved to fought Froch. Believe me when I tell you that. I don't think it would have been one of the hardest fights that I had. By no means. Sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of Froch fucking...
Well, Froch lovers.
Froch lovers. But,
Crotch lovers. Froch, crotch, what's the difference?
And I'm not knocking Froch. He was a ballsy... I mean, he gave the sport everything he had. He was an exciting fighter. And I'm not knocking him. So don't think that I'm picking on Froch. I have no disdain for him.
I do. Fuck call Froch.
Call
Froch right now.
Yeah.
No, you know who I think you would have had more problem with the German, Strum. I think Strum would have been a better fight for you.
I don't think so either. I don't see him.
I
think Abraham would have been.
I'm allowed to have a fucking opinion, yeah. Kelly. I said it was gonna be Sturm.
I think Abraham would have been tough. Abraham was that dude could take wrecking balls to the head.
Let me ask you this: would you have liked to fight Oster at 160?
Oh yeah.
Just to fight your guy, yeah. Fight your homie,
and the money.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to wait for
he wouldn't have done shit to me.
No, you would have been like the first time he peppered you with those shots. You know, these ain't shit.
I love D'Lo. I'm one of your favorites. Yeah, one of my favorites.
One of mine too.
But when Bernard Hopkins, who really didn't knock anybody out of 60,
hit him in the body.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear Oscar cry during that? Did you hear that fight when he cried when he got hit in the body? He was crying.
No.
Oh, look it up.
I'm not doing that.
He was crying when he got hit with a body shot.
I remember him pounding the canvas.
He was like, "Oh my god!" Like, fuck. Dude,
that wasn't the reason he was pounding, because the liver shots paralyze your legs.
Yes, but if you can cry and speak, that liver shot didn't hurt that bad. Because I've been hit with him. You don't want to talk. You just you try to bargain with God for your life. You get hit with a good
standing there with a pitchfork waiting for you.
Dude, you get hit with a good body shot. You try to bargain for your soul back, don't you?
Yeah. Primetime Pretty Boy Floyd versus Loma, 130. Who wins?
King said, "James, watch your tone. Don't get hit. Kelly ain't gonna hit me again. Yeah. I got a lawyer on retainer."
I don't know, man. The Loma versus Floyd at 130. I can't pick that one.
What'd you say? Who?
Floyd versus Loma at 130.
I got Floyd, man.
I just, his style, 130, Floyd's style was different.
Floyd had a lot of power at 130. And Floyd did things that Loma's never seen.
Yeah.
But
I still don't know.
But Loma's done things Floyd didn't see. But I think Floyd...
Everybody's going to call me crazy because everybody...
Floyd was a bigger man.
Dislikes Lomachenko.
Oh, they dislike Floyd too. Do you think Loma would have beat Floyd at 130?
PBC will eventually...
You can do that.
PBC will eventually out Sergey and Charlo against each other. How do you think that goes?
Who? Sergey? Charlo?
Yeah, Sergey.
He ain't going to fight Charlo. Charlo does not want to fight anybody right now.
James, yes, Canelo tested dirty a few fights ago. He doesn't get a pat on the back for not failing a drug test since then.
Nobody said he didn't file. What are they talking about?
They're just saying Kelly Pavlik versus Andre Ward. That would have been a cool one. That was one that was supposed to happen.
So we hold Canelo's dirty drug test or his clenbuterol test against him for the rest of his career, and we'll pretend that Shane Mosley, Marquez, Roy Jones that never happened, and you guys will hold something against him his whole career.
No, because everybody has Roy Jones as the greatest of all time.
I understand, but how many times did he avoid taking a fucking drug test?
He was scared of needles.
Yeah, they're scared of needles. How many times did Manny get scared of needles?
Oh.
you remember that? He was scared of a needle too.
Hey, I don't.
I'm not saying. I know. I'm not saying that they're on drugs. I'm just saying there's more to this than you. But
I agree. That's
every time you say Canelo, catch weight, PEDs. Let's. I'm not a big Canelo fan, but let's not forget here. They don't talk about the guy's skill. They talk about everything that he's not done. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cherry picking. Yeah, because Kovalev's a fucking cherry pick, moving up 2 weight classes.
Right here, Mr. Just goes, hell no. Floyd would dominate Loma. I don't see.
I didn't say that.
Floyd.
I didn't say dominate.
Yeah. Your the YouTuber fight opinions. What do you think? I'm over that. I hate when they bring that much fucking people.
I don't know what the outcome will be. There'll be nobody's ever going to dominate Loma.
No.
Yeah.
No one's dominating Lomachenko.
Yeah. James Rowe goes, I love that Kelly has some of his fights in the Yo. How did you feel about fighting at home? I loved it. I mean, I didn't really, not too much at home, but every time I did, it's a great feeling. I mean, it's always great to be in your own backyard, to fight in front of your own fans.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And it does help. I mean, the crowd does play in your favor in those fights.
Yeah. Chewy says, Victor Ortiz says Mikey's got to stop trying to fight Danny Garcia and Pacquiao and fight Ortiz because Spence dominated him. And his corner was trying to stop the fight.
So what?
Nope. Mikey's corner did not stop the fight, though. And the thing, look, Ortiz has quit in 4 fights. Why would the fuck would I want somebody who's quit in 4 fights or got what he got knocked out in the first round in one of them, and he's quit in 3 or 4 fights? What has Victor Ortiz done to even warrant a fight with Mikey Garcia?
Yeah. And Mikey would just get shit if he fights Victor Ortiz.
And he'd beat the shit out of Victor.
You fight a guy that ain't fought but one time in 5 years. And
hey, I got a great story. You want to hear a great story about that? I'm going to tell you. Mikey was sparring. This is true story, guys. I'm going to let you in on something. If you don't believe me, ask Robert Garcia or text him. He'll tell you. Victor Ortiz used to spar with Brandon and spar with Mikey. Mikey made Victor Ortiz cry sparring. 16-year-old Mikey Garcia made Victor sit on the ring and cry. Victor Ortiz sat on the edge of the ring and cried like a bitch sparring Mikey Garcia. And Mikey was only 16. Victor's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's not my day. You just got beat by a 16-year-old amateur, beat your ass. And then Brandon came in there and fucked him up too, and he would cry. Pelos fucked him up.
Yep. Mr. Just Because, Snack Fighters. Mr. Just Because.
Yep.
I don't think Loma's chin would hold up to Floyd.
When's he been knocked out?
When you act like he's going to get hit 6 times on the chin clean in a run round. When does that ever happen? And I'm even going to use a Gary Russell who supposedly has faster hands than Mayweather. And I understand everything's on timing. He's not going to fucking tee off on Lomachenko. Come on, guys. Kelly, I was always curious, how much running did you do a week in a camp? About 12 to 14 miles.
A week? 3 times a week?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was 3. I took Thursday off. Friday was about 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2.5. And then Saturdays were like a sprint day. Yeah, man, I got some miles. Some of them training shoes I had on, probably, if I would have kept them 5 years, probably have more than semi-truck.
What did you wear for your running shoes?
I like the Asics.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did. I tried everything. Asics were nice. They were light. I really liked New Balance until I seen a meme. And after I seen that meme, I quit wearing.
Sex Offender 7s?
Yeah, I quit wearing. I took my brand new. Yeah.
I'm wearing Sex Offender 7s, guys.
Sex Offender 7s, and I took my New Balances and threw them away. And they were the exact same pair like the ones that was in the meme. They were white with the blue end. I was like, well, here goes that shit.
I got the red ones. But these are for, yeah.
Yeah, I got love for Logan Paul. I mean, it's all right. I'm just, when it comes to stuff like that, when they generate that much, I understand they have a bigger following than most fighters, but you got guys that actually train and fight for a living. So that's where it irritates me. But you know what? If it's drawing people... I got a question for you, Kelly. What was the worst part of the training? Was it the diet or the running or the sparring? What?
When you camp, what did you hate the worst? Dieting, the sparring, or the running?
All of them.
No, if you had to pick the one thing you hated the
dieting.
most. Dieting, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
Sparring was kind of fun in a way. Don't get me wrong.
Sparring used to wear on me too, though.
Yeah, but it was.
Dieting was the worst, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have sparred a silverback gorilla if I could ate wings and a pizza, you know?
Yep. Nike's hurt when I stand here. You guys go. I never said a flurry. Diego Corrales couldn't handle the sharp shooting, and they caught up. My favorite Floyd fight. Yeah, but Diego was also a totally different fighter than Lomachenko. Diego was known for taking shots.
Diego came forward and got hit.
I mean, you go back to the Castillo fight. Loma does not do that. I mean, his reflexes and his agility and his footwork is superior. I mean, it's a hell of a fight with Floyd and Loma. I can't say that. I'm not going to say Loma will go in there and outbox Floyd, but I can't say Floyd's going to go in there and knock out Lomachenko or beat up on Lomachenko. That would have been a hell of a tactical matchup.
You know, I sparred Diego when I was 14. Diego was 13, I think, and I sparred with him then. And that's the way he fought, even in the amateurs. We sparred, I think we sparred at the Pomona Fairgrounds. They used to have the opening, the smoker fights, and I got some sparring in with Diego, and he was taller than me even at 13. And that dude could hit. He could punch, but he did. He came forward, and you could hit him. He could be hit. The thing with Diego, though, if you hit him, you had to be prepared what was coming back, because he had long arms, dude. I bet you he had a 70-inch reach at 13.
He was. Diego was another example of a guy who had a lot of skill and a lot of talent and would use that, but
great leverage.
His balls and his heart took over and overran his skill level.
Yeah.
Diego was the type of guy who loved to come in and bang and go to war and get rough and get bloody.
Yep.
And that's how Diego fought. Diego could have been a sharpshooter and a fantastic fighter, but he felt like he had to give the fans, he had to have blood pouring off of him, get dropped once or twice. And that's the type of fighter that Diego was. Yeah. And, you know, God love him for it. I mean, he entertained millions of people with that style.
Alan Enswell says, even fellas, cold and wet boxing, Phil Ireland. Thank you for... And Chewy said, I heard Mikey say that in a recent interview that he made Ortiz cry. I didn't even know he did that interview, but I didn't even know that he even brought that up. I didn't know if they remember that.
Joey wants to know what would happen if you fought Paul Logan.
Who? Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
I'd beat Logan Paul's ass, man. Come on. Logan Paul's had one fucking amateur fight against a rapper or whatever the fuck he was.
James Burrell makes a good point. Loma will get on his left shoulder and negate the shell. But Floyd didn't have the shell that much at 130.
Floyd didn't use the shell. You got to remember, Floyd didn't use a basic Philly. He never has used a Philly shell. Yeah. Floyd uses kind of a hybrid. He uses a Philly shell mixed with he uses a hybrid, and he doesn't stay in the Philly shell because the Philly shell is defensively irresponsible.
Yeah. It's a what if fight. Floyd and Loma never happened. Yeah. Damon goes, Marcos Antonio Barrera versus Prince Ahmed, one of the greatest clinics in history.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Just because he deserved it.
You want to talk now when somebody says blueprint? That was a blueprint to how to beat Nassim Hamed.
But you know who wrote that blueprint though? Kevin Kelly did. Kevin Kelly against Nassim showed Marco Antonio Barrera how to beat him.
Well, a little bit because Kevin Kelly was a southpaw, though.
Yeah, but the style is not backing up. If Prince Nassim Hamed could get you on your back foot, he had you.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, he was just quick.
And he was powerful. Shit, he hit hard, didn't he?
Yep. Soapboxes says, if ever there is two guys you can't compare to others, Junior and Loma is it. Absolutely, you can't. What's up, Darnell? Darnell Boone.
Oh, the champ, Darnell Boone. Love that guy.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You know he's a good rapper too.
Absolutely.
I've seen his rap.
Darnell, Darnell made a rap song for me some years ago. It was pretty sweet, and I got to be there when he did it. You want to talk about doing it inside of he did it inside of his house and just put it together.
Wow,
badass.
I'll tell you what, Darnell's one of the nicest guys in the sport. You know, so I like Darnell. I like Darnell more than any other Ohio boxers, other than you, Kelly. You and Darnell are my favorites. The rest of them I don't fucking care about. Fuck him too. Fuck him and his mom.
Kevin.
Hey, speaking of that, thank God we didn't go to the fights in Columbus.
Why?
Paul Williams was there. He whooped my ass. Paul Williams was at that fight. Delilah texted me and said, "You don't want to
Kevin
come
Carter,
here."
did you see Ruiz lost some weight? I wouldn't change a damn thing from last time.
I would.
Those are Photoshop. Some of those.
Yeah, the Photoshops. He's a big motherfucker still. But Delilah said, "James, don't come. Paul Williams is here." I said, "Really? Who rolled him in?" No,
dude.
Paul Williams is gonna whoop my ass. I swear to God, Paul.
He should. He
should. Fucking should.
He should fucking hit you with a. He should pull Danny McBride and Due Date.
Do you know what the sad thing is? Paul Williams is still my height, even in a wheelchair, because he was that fucking tall.
Is VADA testing back in the day? How much juice and Peds would be in the record books? I don't know, man. I mean, people did steroids, but steroids weren't like they are today either.
Steroids weren't like
they were easy to detect. I mean,
yeah,
you could piss in a cup and they knew.
Dude, you have some with shelf life of 8 hours, 6 hours, they're gone. You know, esters of only half a day. I mean, shit. I mean, you run trend, and that shit's gone in 6 hours. You know.
Dan wants to know, what would George St. Pierre do for Beterbiev? What should he look for? Beterbiev will be doing different.
George St. Pierre, he's good for conditioning for Beterbiev. That's it.
Yeah, the guy comes straight ahead throwing bombs. I mean, I don't know how you're going to change it. And it's a little late to change it. The type of style that Beterbiev got is...
He's a bombs. You know, the thing with Beterbiev is he does have great power, but he's very static. He doesn't move side to side. He doesn't fight off his back foot. And his chin, to me, is questionable. Because he's been dropped hard. Last fight, he fought with, what was it, Jones? Callum, you know what I'm talking about? Callum Jones, or I don't want to say Smith, but that was Smith. But when he got dropped 2 times in that fight, he was hurt. He was legit hurt by a guy that I didn't think was a big puncher. If a guy like Gvozdyk will hit him like that, it could be trouble. Because Gvozdyk's not a heavy puncher either, but he's an attrition puncher. He will knock you out over time.
Darnell says, thanks. I appreciate that, fellas. James on the internet says, how's Usyk going to do at heavyweight? And I think that he's going to be just fine. I'm sorry, guys. I know that you don't think so. I get a little irritated when everybody keeps saying he's too small. The guy is 6'4". He weighs more than Wilder.
He walks around 230, 240 between fights.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be fine. I know he ain't got the power to take anybody out. I think he has enough to hurt people. I think the issue that you got to worry about with Gvozdyk is he's really good at savvy defense, and he's going to tire almost every heavyweight he fights. He is going to tire out and probably stop him in the late rounds.
Did you see his output? 70 punches per round.
And
70 punches.
And that was a slow fight for him.
73 punches.
Yeah, he's going to wear most of the guys out, and they're going to tire, and he's going to stop them in late rounds.
You know what I liked? Did you hear what Lomachenko's dad said? Well, you didn't hear about it. Go to on YouTube. They were interviewing why did Gvozdyk only come in at 215? And he said it right. He had the same idea that I had, Kelly. He said, I brought him at 215 to see how he would do. He said, that's not where I want to leave him. Maybe this fight 215, maybe his next fight 218, maybe then 220, and then we'll see where we can go. But he wanted to start him light to not pull him so far away from the cruiserweight division that it would have been a shock to his body.
Yeah, I agree.
And he said he didn't want to pull him so far from 200 pounds to 230 because this guy walks around at 245 pounds. So he wanted to keep him as near cruiser as he could as a heavyweight. And then he said the next fight, 218, 220, 225, and then we'll see what can happen. That's really smart to do that instead of just have him come in at 230 his first fight.
Yep. Okay, here's some good ones. Mr. Just Because, do you think same-day weigh-in should be brought back or implement 10 pounds next day weight limit like IBF? No. I think actually if you're seeing what's happening to fighters right now with all these unfortunate deaths and we've got fighters going into comas, you cannot have the same day. I know that you're going to get some people who will go, well, the guys back in the day were tougher and stronger and they did it. Well, guys are bigger, faster, stronger now. And unfortunately, as you can see with fights, no, you can't have the dehydration the day of the fight. 24 hours is not enough time to rehydrate and replenish the body. The same day is horrible, and I think you'll see a lot more serious injuries. Emilio goes, do punching power come from fast twitch muscles and technique? How did Kelly punch so freaking hard? Well, Emilio, I think it is a little bit of twitch muscles and torque.
I think it came from torque.
Yeah, which plays into fast twitch muscle, but
a lot of your power came from your legs and hips as well, and your technique. Power, I would say a good 30% or more comes from perfect technique. If you have good technique, you punch a little harder. And it's a whole bunch of mixing. It's fast twitch muscles, good technique, and just natural power. Either you have it from the cradle or you don't.
Exactly, and it ain't going to make. I'm talking about having guys fight more than natural weight. Yeah, but guys are going to go where the money is, and they should. They're getting beaten ahead. I mean, to make it safer, I don't know. They're going to eventually have to figure something out.
Right now, I weigh 220. It don't mean I should fight at 220. You know what I mean? I weigh 213 right now or whatever. I shouldn't fight at 220, right?
No,
because it's close to where I'm weighing, but it's not where I should get hit.
Yep.
Chewy says, do you guys remember Barrera McKinney fight? I was there. I was in the arena that night. Yes. And I was stuck because I liked Barrera, but McKinney was a army boxer from Fort Hood where we all used to train at in the army. So I was kind of stuck between, but what a fight that was. Did you watch that ever? Barrera McKinney? Did you see it, Kelly? Mark,
yeah, I did.
Wasn't that a great fight?
It was. My God, we want to talk about great
do you remember
fights.
Do you remember we met McKinney at the Broner and
Mike?
At Broner Mikey, yeah, we met Kennedy McKinney.
What's good, Kelly? What was your walk-in weight when you fought at 160?
160?
I'd walk around about
160.
170, between 175, 178.
What were you walking in the ring that night as?
About 175, 178. So,
what did you eat to get there? What was your diet like after your weigh-in?
I ate. Everybody. Okay,
well,
everybody has the thing like, you got to eat this, you got to eat that, you know, you can't do this. And I did totally opposite, and it didn't bother me. I went into the ring and I threw
pizza. Did you eat pizza?
Yeah, hundreds of punches. As soon as I got done, I went and ate till I couldn't eat no more.
Did you
I
eat
ate
pizza
steak,
and shit?
pasta, bread, chicken. I mean, as much as I could get. I tried to get a good amount of protein and carbs. Then after that, I would eat something small, and then at night, I'd always go to the movies with my corner man. Yeah. And then when I came back, we had a big pizza, a huge pizza for me to eat. And then I wake up the next morning and eat a huge breakfast. And then after that, lunch, a late lunch, I had something small.
You were like, where the fuck did my abs go? They were here yesterday.
Yeah, no.
You know what? It was funny. I did the other day I got back from the gym. I go, oh shit, I'm starting to feel an ab. So I'm feeling this thing. Yesterday I ate a whole fucking pizza and a whole thing of brownies from Domino's. Why laid around? And I looked for that ab today. It was nowhere to be found. Yeah. I was like, where the hell did it go? Where the fuck did that?
Jessica goes, James, a while back you said Chavez Sr. was not one of the greatest. Were you referring to Junior? Did I misunderstood?
It was Junior. I would never say Chavez Sr. wasn't one of the greatest. Chavez Sr. is one of the greatest fighters ever. It was Junior we were talking about.
Floyd versus Gotti was a great performance.
For Floyd?
Yeah, it was a punching bag.
And
I think a lot of people had a feeling that was going to happen in that fight.
Yeah, but Gotti made a nice payday, so.
Yeah, he did.
What did you, Alan says, what did you think of the standard of questions put to Usyk and Aegis at the post-fight presser? To me, at times, it was like school kids asking questions. And times offering advice. Seemed like Usyk was laughing. Usyk's a really bright guy, and so is Aegis. But Usyk is really, really bright. Like, I watched him play chess versus Crawford for like $10,000 a game, and me and Ellie got to watch him play chess.
I'm not that bright to play chess for $10,000.
He's a smart guy though. If you've talked to Usyk's a really bright guy.
I could even play
chess for $10,000 a hand. But what I'm saying is, he's a smart guy. And reporters. The thing is, Kelly will tell you too. Reporters ask stupid fucking questions, and they ask the same questions over and over again, and they ask them 30, 40 times a day. As a fighter, and I'm sure Kelly will tell you, they get tired of answering the same shit.
And then they all ask the same question, and it's like, just do it at once. Fat Lazy Cat says, Chavez Jr. went far in boxing considering how he trained and dieted. Cereal and pads in the living room.
Yeah. Eddie says, James, where can I buy a hoodie with the punchline emblem on it? Eddie, I'm going to tell you what, you're my cousin, and I'll hook you up. Send me your address, I'll send you one of mine. I have one personally, I'll send you. Since you're my cousin, I'll send you mine.
Send me one too.
You have one. Where is yours?
Hell of a question. I gave it to a homeless guy.
You fucking gave it away, didn't you?
No.
Sure, you give a homeless guy a hoodie, but just skip on the $400 bill.
He didn't skip on it. It wasn't our bill.
Me. Dick Snout.
We were already in the car. We didn't know that bill didn't get paid, did we?
No.
Not until we were halfway down the road.
Yeah, the busboy was running out. The server was running after behind the car.
And then he speaks.
With the receipt.
Wait, these motherfuckers are driving a brand new Lexus. Brand new Lexus right off the fucking showroom floor and skipped out on a $400 bill.
Yep. Who's this? Jessica says, Yahoo. For 2 months, I was disliking you. Just kidding. Yes, Therese Sr. is a legend.
No, Senior's a legend. He's one of my top 5 favorite fighters ever. What are your thoughts on, Darren says, what are your thoughts on Bivol? This is the 4th fight in a row he went the distance, but easily outpoint his opponent. Says he need to make more of a statement to fight bigger fights. I think he needs to fight his weight. I don't believe so. Bivol. They're asking about Bivol. I don't think Bivol needs to fight at 75. He said he was moving down. Let him fight at 68. 75
and he's doing what he's doing at 75 still.
He's winning easily at 75.
I still think it's gonna be a tough one with him and Benavidez.
I do, but I really think he can beat Benavidez at 68.
With his boxing.
But he's not a 175 fighter. You can look at Castillo, how big he was. Did you see how big Castillo was compared to Bivol in that fight?
Yeah.
And he still hurt him. But I think that Bivol needs to fight his own weight.
Yeah, he does. Damon goes, is it better to always keep your hands moving or be conservative and pick well-placed punches? What's the pros and cons of both? Well, I think staying busy, that is a big plus, because that gets you, and that makes the other guy have to fight, because the other guy should feel like he's behind on cards when you're throwing a shitload of punches, and it makes them have to fight out of character. So throwing a lot of punches, yeah, absolutely, especially if the fight goes to decision, judges do look at that. Yeah. Sometimes if you're not that conditioned, and I've seen fighters who do it every fight, they tire themselves and they wear themselves out. Picking and choosing is also really good. But you got to make sure, though, I mean, it depends on how you're picking and choosing. Hey, listen, to me, in my opinion, you pick and choose and land 3 good shots out of the round, and that guy throws 80 punches and hits you 15 times with lighter punches. I'm taking a guy to hit you with 15 punches lighter
than 3 big ones.
I'm sorry, that's the way it should be. But if you're going to be a sharpshooter, you still got to at least have 65 punches around, 60 to 65 punches, and land more than half.
King's laughing at me, that ab. Well, I had 2 of them. Let's not get crazy. I had 2 of them, King, and they went away because I ate those brownies and the pizza, and it still hasn't came back yet. It's a little. I think my ab's a little mad at me.
Teeth dynamite.
Teeth dynamite. I think it's my ab's a little mad at me because you're not supposed to eat a rack of brownies from Domino's Pizza, are you?
No.
And chicken wings, buffalo chicken wings, and a pizza.
That's good though.
And regular Coca-Cola.
Which fucking delicious.
What?
Making me hungry for that.
This is not a BJ's week, is it?
I got a Subway waiting for me at home, and I'm gonna have to go fucking order Domino's.
It's not BJ's week, is it?
No.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Too much going on. Why, did you want to go?
Did you want to go to BJ's?
I can't. That's just what I'm saying.
You just want to see it is? You do want to?
I just want to see how much.
I don't need you. I got another pack I'll hang out. Ricky.
Justin, I'll go with you.
Ricky's
He said he got tomorrow off. I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, he's got a bad wheel.
On his car or his foot?
Car. Yeah.
I'll go with you, Justin.
All right. Kelly, do you believe that Tyson Fury was resurrected in the 12th versus Wilder? I don't really think he was hurt as bad as everybody's saying. I really don't.
I think he kind of just let the room quit spinning for a second.
Yeah, I mean, he got up. If he was hurt that bad, ain't nobody getting up, especially the way he was laying there and just like standing up like that. It ain't happening.
Melissa's watching. Yeah.
Did you ever work in a meow between punches?
What?
Did you ever work in a meow between punches?
A meow. What does that mean?
Meow.
Oh, yeah.
Might have. And then Goodfellas goes, Pretty Boy Floyd versus Ryan Garcia at 130 would be a funny fight.
It'd be a great one.
Oh, that'd be a beating. Well, it's 8 o'clock.
It is 8 o'clock, guys. Great show.
Absolutely.
Do you have any other questions on here at all? Oh, King has one more. Okay, I always got to answer King William Thompson. What about open scoring only before the start of the 12th round? I think it would add an interesting element. I don't see why not. Do you?
No.
But you know what? I think it would take a lot. If they had open scoring, where I agree, King, I think it would take a lot of corruption out of fights. You know that scorecards aren't being changed if there's open scoring. You know what I mean? Because how many
That's
times?
true, but it'll just have them change it worse during those.
Change it during the early
Yeah.
rounds. But I've seen scorecards where they've crossed scores out and re-put new scores in, and they say it was a math error. I don't know how, if you've judged 350 fights, I don't know how the math eludes you scoring 10 or 9s or 8s.
It's horrible,
Right?
They need to do something. They probably should have ex-fighters that are still there, judge fights.
3 Melton Taylors. Melton Taylor, Terry Norris, Livingston Bramble, all 3 sitting around the ring judging a fight, and like the 12-point must system, and then you get like a crayon of a stick figure with a boxing glove.
I'm laughing because
A son with a happy face and a house with a chimney. It looks like the son won.
I'm laughing because of the way you're laughing.
I know, but it made me think of when they say about ex-fighters that have it together.
Okay. All right, well, let's wrap it up.
Okay, don't fucking do that again. Don't catch me off guard. Why? Hey, hey, Kelly, can I ask you something? Because Kelly's now the head of the commission. Why do they sign it? Why do they score cards in crayon? And why is there a 3? We don't do a 3-point must system, and their 3's backwards.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Go to subscribe, share, like.
King St. James is going to hell.
And you go to YouTube too. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Great show, guys.